How many times have you found yourself chasing after money, investments, or the famous successful life? It's almost as if we're in a race with no finish line, where each new goal brings a fleeting moment of happiness that quickly transforms into more anxiety. But what if I told you we might be looking in the wrong direction? That the secret to personal finance and inner peace may lie somewhere entirely different? Imagine discovering that what we're truly seeking isn't found by achieving everything the world says we need, but by uncovering value right where it truly matters, the present. This is an invitation to explore what Einstein, one of the greatest minds in history, discovered about true wealth, and how a simple note, offered as a tip, turned into a life lesson worth millions. We're not talking here about stopping our dreams, avoiding investment, or letting go of ambition, but about recognizing the value in every step along the journey. It's possible that by focusing too much on the future, we're letting the only thing we truly have slip by. Curious to know what Einstein can teach us about money, finance, investments, and the essence of a well-lived life? This video is for those ready to question and rethink what it really means to grow rich. Albert Einstein, one of history's greatest minds, did something surprising in 1922 while staying at the Imperial Hotel in Tokyo. When a messenger visited him, Einstein decided to offer something different from an ordinary tip. He quickly scribbled a note on hotel stationery, writing something as simple as it was profound. A calm and modest life brings more happiness than the pursuit of success combined with constant restlessness. A line that goes against what many believe today, doesn't it? Imagine one of the world's most brilliant minds suggesting that happiness lies in modesty and tranquility rather than fame or fortune. This gesture of Einstein's might seem curious, especially considering he was at the height of his fame, already acclaimed and globally recognized. He had just received the Nobel Prize and was in the center of public attention, yet he chose to celebrate simplicity. He could have given a coin, even a check, but instead, he left a message about the value of a life in peace. Einstein's choice is the kind of gesture that makes us pause and think about what we are actually pursuing. After all, if even a genius like him valued calm, why do so many of us trade the present for an endless race? And the most intriguing part is that with this gesture, Einstein seemed to foresee a value that would only be understood years later. The note he handed over so unpretentiously had a curious fate. Over time, it was preserved and eventually became a highly valuable item. A gesture that, in the end, proved that humble acts can indeed carry a value beyond what we can imagine. Want to know what happened to that note? To that unusual tip? Einstein's note, simple yet priceless, spent years unnoticed, kept only as a reminder of an unusual moment. But in 2017, it resurfaced and went up for auction, fetching millions of dollars. Yes, a modest, wise gesture from Einstein that, ironically, ended up being worth a small fortune. Just think about it. A sincere piece of advice about happiness becoming so valuable, especially when it came from someone who understood that true wealth isn't solely found in money. This outcome is an irony few could have expected, revealing something profound. What Einstein wrote about the value of simplicity and calmness eventually translated into an undeniable financial worth. And it's fascinating to consider how he, a man dedicated to science and knowledge, seemed to foresee this little piece of paper's future. The note turned into a rarity, illustrating how true worth often lies beyond what we can see in the present. The lesson here is that actions done with simplicity and purpose carry a power that transcends time and money. Who would have thought that tip would become a living testament to the idea that true value grows with time? Just like this note had its worth recognized over the years, are we perhaps overlooking what could bring us peace and happiness in the present? This story reveals a fascinating paradox. While many lose themselves in the pursuit of success, Einstein pointed to happiness as something that can be found in a serene life, in the present. Society often teaches us that to be happy, we need to accumulate wealth, manage our finances perfectly, succeed in investments, and even conquer the stock market. But in this endless chase, are we sacrificing what really matters? It's as if the act of wanting has become constant, almost addictive, while having is never quite enough. This pursuit of success pulls us away from the present, always urging us to think about the next investment, the next big chance to make money. The situation with the messenger and the note is a perfect example. The note only gained value with time. Similarly, we are often saving our peace and happiness for a future moment, hoping that our next big financial win will be the key to well-being. It's easy to fall into the illusion that hitting a certain number in our bank account or succeeding in the market will bring us happiness. Yet it remains in the only place it's ever truly been, here and now. The lesson this reflection leaves us is that, just as the messenger received something that only gained meaning later, we too might be delaying what could bring us peace, waiting for that ideal tomorrow. And as we wait, we stop living. Just as the note only showed its value much later. Are we postponing our happiness to some undefined point in the future? What are you putting on hold, thinking it will be more valuable later on? Einstein's message invites us to rethink what success truly means. We live in a time where material achievements and wealth are glorified, where peace seems tied to having successful investments, a healthy financial balance, or even a brilliant career in the stock market. But how many stories have we heard of people who achieved all of this, only to feel empty? That emptiness often emerges when we realize that what truly completes us lies in who we are, not merely in what we own. This relentless pursuit can become a subtle trap, where we end up craving the journey itself more than the actual results. It's as if having and accumulating are endless goals, constantly pushing our happiness to the next level of financial success. In this trap, we forget that the simple pleasure of being present can be worth far more. Yes, having money, investments, and achieving goals matters, but when this becomes our only focus, we risk sacrificing something priceless: inner peace. So, what does true contentment look like? Instead of putting all our energy into gaining more, investing more, should we perhaps consider investing in our own being? Appreciating the present moment, feeling grateful for what we already have. These are practices that bring a sense of well-being no accumulation of wealth can provide. After all, real success may lie in achieving a life where being comes before having, where material gains are a complement rather than the sole objective. When Einstein spoke of a calm and modest life, he offered a powerful reminder. Peace and happiness aren't found in far-off achievements, but in how we live right now. Often, we think we need great fortunes, perfect investments, or that one big financial success to find peace. Yet, true contentment blossoms from a mindset of gratitude and acceptance. Small moments, a quiet coffee, a sunset, or a relaxed conversation, can be just as valuable as any gain in the stock market. The simplicity Einstein cherished isn't about giving up on dreams. It's a way of living where the present isn't viewed as insufficient. It means having dreams and working toward them, of course, but without allowing the pursuit to rob us of the now. If that sounds philosophical, consider a practical example. If we're so focused on maximizing returns that we forget to celebrate small wins, like a first gain or a modest savings milestone, we're missing the essence. In short, it's about valuing what we have while building what we want. This message invites us to redefine success as something that can coexist with calm. A peaceful, content heart is a wealth no market fluctuation can take away. Why not give this approach a try? Start by recognizing what you've already accomplished, no matter how small it seems. This contentment is the first step in a journey where success isn't only the end goal, but in every moment lived along the way. When we look at the fate of that simple note from Einstein, we see how something so humble grew in value over time, just as he suggested. The same idea applies to our lives. What we cultivate now, with calm and intention, can become the foundation of lasting happiness in the future. In a world that pushes us to invest in the next big win or the next financial opportunity, are we remembering to invest in the present moment? This might just be the most valuable investment we can make for our own peace. Every step we take, every small win in personal finance, or even on the stock market, holds a value in the present that can't be postponed. Living in the now is an act of courage that few of us practice because our minds are always projecting into the future. But the secret to real success and contentment lies in savoring what we have today, rather than constantly waiting for an ideal tomorrow. Take a moment to pause and recognize what you've already achieved. True wealth starts here. Happiness isn't something you can buy. It's not something you gain only over time. It's something built moment by moment, just like the value of that note grew over the years. This is the ultimate investment that never loses value, no matter what happens externally. And now, where is your attention focused? The present might hold a treasure greater than any other time. Now that you've explored this unique view on money and happiness, let me ask you, what's stopping you from applying these insights? Are your personal finances, your investments in the stock market, and your pursuit of success coexisting with peace and contentment? Think about what you're truly gaining with each step and whether your chase for the future is costing you inner peace. Remember, the present is the only place where you can act, the true foundation for any meaningful investment. Why not start now? Take a look at your goals, reflect on your accomplishments, and ask yourself if they're really bringing you closer to a fulfilled life. Happiness and true success come from small actions, just like that simple note from Einstein, which gained immense value over time. Don't let the present slip away unnoticed. If this reflection resonated with you, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any tips on building a balanced financial and personal life. Let's continue this journey together, because real success is something that grows from the inside out.